They say that any excuse weakens the image. No matter how valid it is, handle your business. You gotta be the one, cause nobody gon' do it for you. And put your people on when you make it if they was loyal. These opportunities ain't about who can score. Usually the person that's winning wanted it more. Whenever you take a L, go back to the drawing board and don't trip about it, cause you would have it if it was yours. Cause what's for you is always for certain. And never forget the days when nothing was working. To remind you that trials, they come with a purpose. That's when you realize that now the timing is perfect. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it, get up and get it, cause that's the only way to make it happen. Stay on your hustle, don't let nobody say it ain't gon' happen. Fall, but you get up and know that sometimes that's the way it happen. Yeah, you gotta make it happen just to say it happen. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen, You the only you that exists, so apply it to where you feeling like you need an assist. Stay on your grit and be around at least 3 people that made it, and you gon' be the 4th one to get rich. Your circle as important as anything on your list. If they ain't adding to your light, they blocking it in eclipse. You knew it was a snake, but you ignore when it hits. Anybody that cross you once is forever a risk. Yo, when you first come in the game, they try and play you. It be the same people that end up having to pay you. You even gotta stay on your grizzy when it gets slow. Don't ever get comfortable. Go get it and get some more, yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it, get up and get it, cause that's the only way to make it happen. Stay on your hustle, don't let nobody say it ain't gon' happen. Fall, but you get up and know that sometimes that's the way it happen. Yeah, you gotta make it happen just to say it happen. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it, get up and get it, cause that's the only way to make it happen. Stay on your hustle, don't let nobody say it ain't gon' happen. Fall, but you get up and know that sometimes that's the way it happen. Yeah, you gotta make it happen just to say it happen. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen,
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Lyric the Queen, Make It Happen, another Flint artist. Hey, that's a hot song, y'all. And those are some true lyrics, and it's kind of positive, very positive, as a matter of fact. So y'all know I'm gonna support good, positive music coming out of Flint, and that should be a banger. That should be a mind-opening banger, and let's see, let's see how the promotion goes. So far, from what I'm seeing, is getting a lot of views. So that's good. While we are waiting on my sister get done dealing with her mom and everything to come in, we gonna go on and take off on this show. Um, yeah, Eric made for president. So we gonna talk about that. We gonna she's one of the few people that was at the trial where he was found guilty of a misdemeanor. It was a lot of misconceptions about exactly what was the charges was against him, but disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor, and from what I've been seeing, he has a GoFundMe account right now to help him afford an attorney. So I'm quite sure that's going well, and she would probably come through and give us an update on that because she probably is in more communication with Eric Mays than I am. And like I said on our pre-show when me and her was on there, we knew Eric Mays when he was losing those 18 elections before he finally won one. So we kind of close. We kind of close to Eric, and it's a lot of new faces that's jumping on the scene and everything, cashing in, I should say, or whatever, um, with blessings. Um, we want to straighten out, well, re-straighten out, or continue to straighten out the the rumor that was spreaded about the GoFundMe account, the earlier for GoFundMe account. Um, Like I said then, instantly, John O. Snow ain't have nothing to do with that. That ain't how he moved. That's not something that he would do, and it been clarified. And if she come on, she can vouch for what I'm saying. That was just a nasty rumor, something terrible for somebody to even say. And those are just the kind of people that are living in the city of Flint. And it's sad, but it's true. It's true. And I want to touch in on it because we also just recently got the news that they tried to get Snyder again, and once again they ain't filing no charges on him. And it goes all the way back to, and it takes me all the way back to when Eric Mays had subpoenaed Rick Snyder's and others to talk about that $264 million water fund, Flint water fund money that was basically terribly misappropriated, really misappropriated, and how some people are shouting Eric Mays this, Eric Mays that. I love Eric Mays, but when that arose at the beginning of the water crisis, that subpoena was done to him before two mayor elections ago. This city council still had a couple of years to be regular citizens because it was another council that was seated then, and the people just, my feelings is the people just need to be aware of missed opportunities when it comes to this injustice that's done by the city of Flint. And a serious problem is we don't know when to get behind people. And really, it ain't the fact of getting behind people, it's the fact about talking about what's serious. It's a crying shame that I feel, and I hope I'm wrong, but I don't really think I'm wrong on this one. I feel that I'm the only person that's talking about those subpoenas. I wonder why, but I feel that way. And way more people in Flint know what I'm saying is true about those subpoenas. Just like then, like now. That ain't something they want to talk about, but they want to cry with you. What I'm saying is that was a chance to fight and demand. That was a chance to stop us from crying, which we are doing now, which we have been doing ever since the war. All we've been doing is crying. That would have gave us way more power. The attorney general more power because everything that he would have had to say in that council chamber was record, would have been recorded and official. And he would have had to answer those questions again. Why did the YMCA in Lansing get $50,000? Why did you have a dollar sign and blanked out where it went? I'm just saying it's a lot that could have been answered, that should have been answered, and help that could have been given to our attorney general and our prosecuting attorney at that time. I honestly think that before that governor race, to which Bill Schuette was running against, and at that time he was the prosecuting attorney. No, he was he the attorney general? Anyway, he was over that case and he was on it. And then we got the new prosecution that came in and dropped the charges. And I want to speak on that too, because a lot of these people that are running around here shouting and stuff applauded Dana Nelson's crew when they came down to the UAW and announced that they was dropping all those charges. They dropped them all. And we need an update as citizens about the other corporates, how their trials are going. And it's just a sad, long story. And we're coming up on our 9-year anniversary of not being able to drink from our taps. Our kids not having the ability to drink from their water hoses, straight from the water hose outside. I know as a kid, I drank from my water hose straight outside. No filters. And now, as a grown man, I'm in the city of Orlando right now, and I'm scared to drink out of the sink. I spent some months in California, never drunk out of the sink. Bought bottled water. The city of Flint, water can taste 100% good for you, no lead, no P5, no nothing. And I'm still going to be drinking bottled water. And it's a lot. It's a lot of people from the city of Flint that has been traumatized when it comes to drinking out of that sink, just like me. It's a lot of us that just will never drink out of our sink again, no matter what. But when you have been around a height in violence when it comes to your kids, I mean, that's real talk. Let's take 7 years off of a lot of these kids that's in the city of Flint that's doing these crimes, and see how old they was at the beginning of the water crisis, and then we can do a survey and find out how many of them drunk water and how their behavior changed because lead and all the other things that shouldn't be in our water do affect the brain in a way that we think. And then when you talk about having all of these guns available mixed with all of this other stuff, we have an increased problem in the city of Flint that we could have had some justice for, and we passed up on it. Another thing that I want to mention is Nextly has been making billions of dollars yearly and paying nothing. $200-300 a year is nothing for a company making millions and millions a year. Probably a billion. I don't know what their figure is now because that water is being pumped and sold. And where were all of these people that's hollering Eric made this, Eric made that, I'm with Eric made? Where were all these people when Eric Mays was proposing that Flint build their own bottled water company?
You know where they was at.
It's sad, man. It's
It was
sad,
tap
P.
dancing and brown nosing and in crowd, motherfucker. Yes man and all that shit. Nigga, we the original water warriors. We the original. We been pro Eric Mags. The motherfuckers
Man,
opportunists. Opportunists. The opportunists, man. Well, anyway, go ahead and get back to your joint, bro.
man, Terrence, I want you to talk, man, because you in the city of Flint, man. Tell me something. Tell me what's been happening in Flint.
Ain't
Tell
shit
me
happening in
something.
this raggedy motherfucker. So ain't shit always happen, bro. crime. The helicopter was out last night, so you know every time the helicopter come out, somebody probably got murdered. Shit, same old bullshit, man. So I don't know,
Um,
man.
I want to
Same old shit, man.
send a shout out to Shawnee Davis, who she celebrated the death of her son that was murdered. I say murdered. This Gina now. I'm gonna decline her call, and I'm gonna tell her,
Tell her to accept the link, man.
yeah, she just needs to accept the link, man. I ain't gonna even do nothing. I just declined her call. She just needs to accept the link. That's all that needs to be done, because I don't need to be getting off live while we're going live right now. And I know you sent her the link, so hopefully we'll treat it. But anyway, I wanna she celebrated her son who was now I think this is his first birthday, not being here with her. I just wanted to give her a shout and let her know that she's in my prayers, and I'm not gonna give up till she receives justice. Um, and also to Patricia Brewster, who's mourning her son. Uh, from he was murdered also, and his case is still open. And I want to talk about the witness protection that is where they didn't cut up what it was 300,000 down to 100,000. I don't get that, but citizens of Flint, y'all got to do more. Y'all got to do more than just tune in to city council. Y'all got to weigh in more. Y'all got to weigh in more. I mean, I think this is her now. What up, little sis?
Can y'all hear me? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
All right, how you doing, sis?
All I'm doing just drop my mom medicine off.
Okay. So you didn't make it back to the crib.
I was trying.
Man, I didn't. Hey, look, I didn't done that too. And we're gonna backtrack a little bit. I had to take off. But anyway, sis, can you give us a little bit of information about what you experienced at that in that courtroom with Eric May's trial?
Oh wow. Sitting in the courtroom, seeing what I saw, I wasn't expecting that verdict. Um, but on the other hand, I have to put on my thinking cap and realize that they out for Eric, and no matter how well he represented himself, at the end of the day, it was a lose-lose situation just because of who he is. Um, Number one, there's no way you can tell me that in the city of Flint, you can't get a jury of your peers. That jury was not a jury of his peers. That jury was one African American female, and the rest were Caucasian women and one Caucasian male. Now, how does that represent Eric Mays?
His
So,
ward is 99% black.
well, just period. He's black. And when you say a jury of your peers, it's supposed to be a jury of folks like you, of the same kind, of likeness. So I just, you know, they were listening. Yes, I was sitting there watching them. They were listening, and really, some of the facial expressions I saw, they was tripping on how Eric was being treated when they played some video clips of different of the incident that happened. And so, just looking at the facial expressions, I thought that it was leaning towards his favor. But it was a jury trial, and all he can do is keep pushing Eric's still gonna be Eric. He gonna still do what he do for the people, not just the citizens of Flint. Eric does good deeds for all people, so he's gonna continue to do that, and he's gonna get blessed. He's blessed. He's still here, and let's just hope and pray that we can raise enough money, help him raise enough money, and I'm pretty sure he will have the money to get him a very good attorney to represent him the second go round.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that logo right there? Money signs, the real Eric Mays cash out. Y'all get a hold of that. Y'all put some money in there and support the man who's been supporting y'all for years. Hey, G Money.
And not only that, bro, I want to say this too, because I've been with Eric numerous thousands of times, and so many people walk up to Eric. They want to take pictures with him. They just want to touch him. So, to all of y'all out there listening, when you see Councilman Mays in the community, look out. Put a 20 in his pocket. Look out for it. It don't just have to be on Cash App. Put something in his hands. Make sure he got gas money. Ask him, is he hungry? Look out for him like he look out for us.
Yeah, cause I'll be with him too, and I've been seeing him. He take care of people like real talk. Like after those city council meetings, he makes sure RL is straight. And he's not the only one that makes sure RL is straight, but he really makes sure RL is straight after every city council meeting.
Yeah,
And I appreciate him for
that's
that.
what you're supposed to do. Like when I see RL during the day, RL, he always downtown. He just not at city council meetings. Don't get it twisted. RL know what's going on the council. So I see RL during the daytime. I like coffee, and I know he like junk food.
You breaking up a little bit, Gina. How close are you to the house?
Yeah, I'm in the woods going home.
Yeah, I know. Once you get home, I know you're gonna be Wi-Fi'd up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Terrence
A
had
lot
that.
of trees.
Terrence had that Wi-Fi syndrome. That's why I was kind of hoping you would have already been at home. But there's no technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that she's in a bad area right now. So let's make that clear
I'll
off
be in the
here.
Hey, Rich Jones.
yeah.
Who's that hot lady you got on here,
I'll
man?
be back on Wi-Fi.
That's my little
Rich,
sister.
Rich Jones. Who's that hot lady you got on here?
That's my sister, little Gina Lester.
Yeah.
Hey, leave short people alone.
Hey. This is a PG show.
Yeah, so yeah, I just want to make sure that people realize that, these
Oh, she gone.
Yeah, she'll be
Yeah, she
back.
must be in the sticks.
Man, it's like dead areas in our city, man. Like real talk, this area you go in, it's over with. Like you can't even get a decent phone call in certain areas. So, well, I'm glad we had her on.
Hold on. She back. Hold on.
She back.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, that dead zone bad. Look who's back. Barely. You moving now. You in there. Well, hey, let's get some new. G Money. Will you please make it clear to the people that John O. Snow, Terrence O. Sales, whatever name they want to call him, had nothing to do with a fake GoFundMe account when it came to Eric Mays?
Oh no, Eric and Terrence talk all the time, but Terrence is not Terrence to Eric. Terrence is Fat Boy to Eric. So if somebody went and said Terrence did something, Eric didn't know they were talking. Who who's Terrence? All he know is Fat Boy. But nothing was fake. They talk all the time. They 2 men. I'm sure they did what they did and said what they said and did a gentleman's handshake. I don't see where it was fake or nothing like that. I just think number one, councilman is technology.
No,
And I believe he was overwhelmed and confused. Not giving him a pass, but if I only know you by Rich, and then somebody say Fontaine, and I don't know who Fontaine, you know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, Rich?
Yeah.
Hey, Jenny, hey, let me say this right quick. You said the key word. Eric was overwhelmed. There's people in his ear, left side of his ear, the right side of his ear, in his face. They coming at him, man. You the TikTok king, man. You can do this, you can do that. So many people in his ear. Like you say, he know me as Fat Boy. Motherfuckers, when I talked to him, he's like, who is John O. Snow? I said, that's me. He didn't know, you know what I'm saying? He know who that was. I'm Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? To Eric. And like you said, that was some messy people input bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, 50 grand, man. I fuck with Eric, man. I'm done. I ain't got nothing to say about it. They can say what they want to say. I ain't gonna keep explaining to these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither, Terrence. But Terrence, you helped me clear my name. So ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna let somebody make a lie up like that about you and not say nothing. I can't do it. That ain't what friends do.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of upset at first, but then I thought about it. I was like, man,
I was hell, Terrence. I was
that's what the internet do, man. Especially Flint internet. Flint Facebook. Messy Flint Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know that you right, but like Rich said though, sitting there saying nothing is meaning you going along with the real crowd. So
yeah, but
I'm glad Rich brought it up. Just like, you know, anything else we see out here. If more people stand up and stop the bull crap, we'll all be winning.
Hey, but check this out though, Jenny. The same motherfuckers that started the rumor, motherfuckers don't know they ass past far north is Stanley Road and far south is Grand Blanc Road. These same local jokers talking that bullshit. I just didn't want to entertain it. You know what I mean? I said what I said. I talked to Eric. I was fine after I talked to Eric. You know what I'm saying? So fuck what everybody else think and say. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know? So
yeah, and then like I keep reiterating to everybody, Eric is a man of a certain age. He's intelligent and smart, but when you put a phone or a computer in front of him, he don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he computer illiterate.
He dropped him off in the Sahara Desert.
Hey.
He don't know how to check his emails, nothing. So you can't put all that pressure on that man.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I'm still trying to get him to put do not disturb on his phone so we can do a decent podcast from his phone. Because his podcast keeps
that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Hey, that ain't gonna happen. Eric gonna be like, "Hey man, my song went out," and he gonna put his ear up to the screen. And I'm saying, that's Eric, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we coming to that 30-minute mark. Hey, Terrence, can you play that video one more time for the people? So I just love promoting good, positive music coming from Flint artists. And Lyric the Queen, she got a banger to me. I don't know what y'all do. Gina, this might be your first time hearing it. So Terrence, play that video for us one more time, and then let's get y'all input on it, and we gonna get busy again.
They say that any excuse weakens the image. No matter how fast valid it is. Handle your business, you gotta be the one, cause nobody gon' do it for you. And put your people on when you make it if they was loyal. These opportunities ain't about who can score. Usually the person that's winning wanted it more. Whenever you take a L, go back to the drawing board and don't trip about it, cause you would have it if it was yours. Cause what's for you is always for certain. And never forget the days when nothing was working. To remind you that trials, they come with a purpose. That's when you realize that now the timing is perfect. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it get up and get it, cause that's the only way to make it happen. Stay on your hustle, don't let nobody say it ain't gon' happen. For but you get up and know that sometimes that's the way it happen. Yeah, you gotta make it happen just to say it happen. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen, You the only you that exists, so apply it to where you feeling like you need an assist. Stay on your grit and be around at least 3 people that made it, and you gon' be the 4th one to get rich. Your circle as important as anything on your list. If they ain't adding to your life, they blocking it in eclipse. You knew it was a snake, but you ignore when it hits. Anybody that cross you once is forever a risk. Yo, when you first come in the game, they try and play you. It be the same people that end up having to pay you. You even gotta stay on your grizzy when it gets slow. Don't ever get comfortable. Go get it and get some more, yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it get up and get it, cause that's the only way to make it happen. Stay on your hustle, don't let nobody say it ain't gon' happen. For but you get up and know that sometimes that's the way it happen. Yeah, you gotta make it happen just to say it happen. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it get up and get it, cause that's the only way to make it happen. Stay on your hustle, don't let nobody say it ain't gon' happen. For but you get up and know that sometimes that's the way it happen. Yeah, you gotta make it happen just to say it happen. Yeah. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen,
I think Brenda Boyd gonna like that one, and she told me, she's like, Rich, I just wait 5 minutes when I see you going live, then I tune in because I don't like all that music. But I think she gonna like that. Let's go to my sister first. Sis, what you think about that song?
Well, she gone.
She gone. What T-Money?
I like the song. I like the song. But you know how I am about playing videos and songs during streams.
You know I'm different. Hey, you should have seen what Terrence
came
pick
up the phone sometime, man.
What you doing playing and what that got to do with it? I'm like, man, I love good music.
What you say, Terrence?
I said pick up the phone sometime.
I told y'all what I'm doing. I'm in construction over here.
Yeah. Me and you supposed to have a conference 2 days ago.
I know. They got me with box cutters and paint and primer, and next thing you know, I'm gonna have to change my own tires, man.
Hey T, what you think about that song though? You a music critic.
Hey, shout out to my that's my boy Mo Beats that made that beat on Energy Beats out of Beecher. It was decent. It go right with I mean, I like lyrics. She, you know what I'm saying? We and her go way back. I used to feed her my barbecue before she turned vegan and shit. Matter of fact, she ate my ribs the last time before she turned vegan and shit. But yeah, that's a dope song, man. Make it happen. You feel me?
Man, like sometimes you gotta make it happen just for it can happen. That's man, it really, to be honest, it sounds like this song is like 10 years old because it just describes so many things that I did. So especially that part when she said you gotta make it happen, just to say that it happened, man. Yeah. And I like for like the past 10 years, my sister's a witness. I've been doing it, and I ain't bragging. I'm just telling the truth.
Hey Jenny, what's been going on in your neck of the woods? What you working on? Let the people know.
So most people Don't know. I have a day job. I act like I don't sometimes because I'm always seem to be available when people need me, but I do have a day job. That's why it's so hard catching me during the day. Um, so my day job is with Flint Rising, and we're working on, well, we always work on environmental justice, social justice. March 22nd, we have a bus going to Lansing. If you want to be a part of that, you can go on Flint Rising's Facebook page and sign up for that. We'll be providing food and all that. It's World Water Day, so we always do something for World Water Day down in Lansing. And we'll be on the Capitol steps. And also, uh, the day after that, I'll be leaving to go to Washington, D.C. with the organization. They're actually some Quakers, so this will be the first time me doing some activism work with Quakers. So I'm really excited about that. We'll be in Washington, D.C. The major big convention of stopping gun violence and de-escalating conflict. So some more conflict resolution things. And then after that, we'll be coming back to Flint, getting ready for April is my birthday month. So we're going to come back to Flint and get ready for the anniversary of the water crisis, which is April 25th. And that's my daughter's birthday as well. So we'll be doing a lot of strategic planning for that. So we're just keeping busy. And then we are working with some more groups too, because, everybody talking about what's going on with Eric and what's going on with this and that. But we got to wake up and see what's going on around us, especially because they over there, Ajax, they in full speed over there by your house, Rich.
I already know.
They
just ignored it.
They trying to, yeah, they trying to take that whole backside back. They trying to come from basically from Door Rider all the way back down the river to St. John's.
Whoa, they didn't. Hold on.
Yeah, they trying to pull
now
a move.
Giving them Flint.
Giving them Flint. They already here.
Hold on, man. Hold on. We were trying to stop them from building it a street away from Flint.
Nah, y'all too late. So yesterday I was at the Women's Empowerment luncheon, and there was a person there speaking, Mona. Mona, she works with the organization that they're trying to stop Ajax from continuing. So there's some interesting things going on that the community really needs to know. And before my time is up, because I can talk like Eric May, so. But I want to say this to the residents of Flint. It's a sad day when we as activists, grassroots, have to reach out to other cities and other organizations outside of Flint and outside of Michigan to support what we're doing. What we're doing just don't benefit me or Rich or my daughter or my mama. It benefit your mama, his grandmama, his auntie, his kids, his nieces and nephews. So when people see us out doing things and they be like, oh, them old crazy activists. Yeah, but all right, but who do you call when your lights out on your street?
A crazy activist?
You call us crazy activists. Who do you call when the person next door to you, somebody dumping in the vacant lot next door to you of a land bank house, and you done call land bank 3,000 times and they won't even address the issue? You call us crazy activists. So when us crazy activists ask you for one thing to come and support what we doing, because it's going to benefit us all, it's a slap in the face, and it's sad that we have to reach out to other places. I had to call some of my friends in Detroit just to get enough people to fill up 20 seats for a trip to DC.
Well, you know I was coming, sis, but you got to represent me on this one because I ain't leaving Orlando. I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's
And
different.
you know the God and the devil work because I feel that it's some things that I could be doing in Flint, and I know that it's things that I'm doing here in Orlando is needed. And even some of these hiccups that I'm having is straight devilish, but the devil is a lie in my life. And and like I said before, I'm not a big Bible reader or Bible scripture quoter and all that stuff. I just a man that believe and do unto others as you would expect others to do unto you. And I have transferred that to do for others as you would expect others to do for you. So I lift my voice because if I was a kid, I would expect the adults to lift their voice in my behalf. Because that's what it's all about. It's our future that we're neglecting.
Right. It kind of reminds me of the baby daddy, baby mama syndrome. You mad at the baby mama, so you mad at the kids. You mad at the baby daddy, so you mad at the kid. That kind of thing. So
Man,
we gotta, huh?
we gotta
We
get our act together. Well, we
yeah,
gonna we
we
gonna
gotta
do.
get our act together. And
Well, we gonna
I
hold
have
on, G
my
Money.
political views because everybody has a human right to whatever political view that they want. But that don't mean we can't be cool. And I want to get that out there in the air because people seem to think because they saw you at an event talking to someone, quote unquote, from the other side, that you a traitor or you sneaky or you not doing. No, you taking care of business. And if you know anything about politics, when they leave Capitol Hill, when they leave Lansing, guess what? They go to each other's kids' bar mitzvahs. They go to each other's kids' graduations, all of that. So same thing with the courts. Anybody know anything about the courts? Them judges and lawyers is all friends. So you can go in there and think what you want to think. They all friends. You can go to the White Horse at 6:00 and they all be sitting at the same table laughing.
But
But
we
that's how
don't.
you get things done. You can't walk
But we
around in a
don't.
bubble. How you gonna get
Yeah.
something done and you walking around in a bubble?
And these what's sad to me, G Money, is they're creating bubbles.
All
Oh
over.
no! I had a disturbing conversation. Oh, Rich, because you don't get along with I ain't gonna even mention this girl's name, but because you don't get along with her, they're not gonna support your No More Tears concerts. Because I don't support a messy liar. Because I don't want to sit down and settle something from a person that started off lying on me. Our problem started because of lies told by them. That you're not going to support a stop the violence mission in the city of Flint. But that's what we're dealing with. But we're gonna end this show. But we're gonna talk when this is over with because we need to have another show soon to where we can do the Water Warriors. We three Water Warriors here. We can have a War of the Warriors show. And then Gina, you can give more information about those bus rides, and we can try to get more people involved. We
Yeah,
can
so
get more people involved.
that's my goal for 2023 is to build up I used to have a Rolodex of folks I could just call and be like, hey, we going here to do A, B, C, and D. But that's dwindled away. We lost a lot of folks. A lot of folks are no longer
Indeed.
here with us. They in the ground. So
Shout out to Leroy Jackson.
wherever you are, I don't, man, Leroy could actually do a movie just on the footage he has. But shout out to Tony Palladino too. Rest up, bro. People
Rest in
like
peace.
that.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace
So
to Phil. Rest in peace, Robert Williams.
yes.
We done
And
lost a real Water Warriors, y'all.
we done lost a lot. So, and then not to mention the ones that have been pushed out by the system So they no longer live here because, you know, that's a whole nother story too. But at any rate,
We gonna get down. We gonna get down sad. So you said your next trip out of town is the 24th of
the
the 24th of
22nd,
March.
the
So
22nd
that's
this
like a
week.
couple. That's like a couple of days from now, right?
Yeah, that's Tuesday. So we'll be going to Lansing.
That's the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, Tuesday. So anybody interested, like I said, go on the Flint Rising page, or you can DM me or Melissa Mays or Nair Sharif if you want to get on the bus. Also, Miss Claire. I think Miss Claire be on those calls, and Bishop too. There's a few people
The
out here that
Democracy of Defense.
yeah. So if you want to get on the bus with us, reach out to Democracy Defense and Flint Rising, and we should be able to help you do that. And also, reach out to us, even if you can't do this particular event, because there's so many things coming up down the pipeline. And then when we post pictures and people are like, oh, y'all was in Detroit, y'all didn't say nothing, y'all shouldn't, I wish I could have been there. Rich, now everybody know before we do something, we talk about it a million times. It's posted, it's shared. My page is public, your page public, John's page public. It's not like it's hard to reach out and touch somebody.
People need to, but if we got that because I just put it like this. Because I helped Jaleel put food in cars, people don't want to be bothered with me. Because I helped Arthur Woodson pass out water, another set of people don't want to be bothered with me. And they always seem to ignore what I always say. If you're trying to improve the quality of life in Flint, I don't care what problems I have with you, I'm going to push that to the side and I'm going to help you do what you do.
Exactly.
But we don't have that. Now, why y'all not chipping in and jumping on these buses and raising your voices? Flint Rising ain't done nothing to y'all.
Nothing,
but then y'all got personal feelings because of people in the democracy of defense. Y'all, man, get it together, Flint. Y'all need to, man, for real. You got Arthur Woodson standing in front of the land bank all by himself holding the bullhorn, man. Get it together, Flint.
Rich, bro, you in the sports. So let's act like this is a basketball game. When have you seen two coaches not hug each other and shake hands after the game? Very seldom. Very seldom. Now, you got some beefs that was on the court that still, I think it's a couple people out there still mad at Isaiah Thomas for cracking them upside the head. I don't think Isaiah and Jordan gonna really ever make up.
But they can be in the same room together.
But they can be in the same room together.
The same issues together. They have attacked the same issues together.
And Berkeley and all of them. When it come down to some issues, you'll see all of them on the golf course together raising millions of dollars. Now, they might not hang out with each other, but they come together to get the job done. So I look at this like a game of basketball or any type of sport. Just because we, do I like our mayor's politics? No. But I'm gonna respect him when I see him. Hey, how you doing? His wife, hey, how you doing? I don't gotta like their politics. I ain't gotta go home with them. But I ain't gotta make myself look like a buffoon out in public, rolling my eyes and sucking my teeth because they in the same room with me.
Hey, but most of the time, them motherfuckers be tap dancing and shit. You know they do, Gina. Hey, Gina want to say it lightly and shit. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the real.
But they can tap dance. And they can
Fuck 'em.
tap dance all they want. While they tap dancing, I'm moonwalking.
Man, they can
I'm
tap dance
moonwalking.
in bare feet. They
Right.
can make a tap beat it with bare feet.
Please
They
leave your message.
Well,
well,
one
man.
thing
We,
I've learned, and I'm going to quote your cousin, bro. When I first decided I wanted to do this type of stuff, me and BB, we had a love-hate relationship. But BB always going to talk. He might not talk long, but he going to say something. So he said, hey, he said, I give all my blessings. He said, but I'm letting you know this. If you want to get into this and you serious about it, you real serious. I said, yeah, I'm serious. I said, I'm so serious, I'm finna run as a green and piss off my grandmama and everybody else that's been a lifelong Democrat. He said, you better have a short memory and tough skin if you want to jump into this game. And so I tell Rich that all the time. Everybody out there know how passionate Rich get and don't want to let stuff go. You're going to have a heart attack worried about some little mess that happened 2 weeks ago when Ajax is in your backyard and you didn't even realize it. So, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm 8-9 years into this though. It took me a long time to get to where I am. So I can't point fingers at nobody because I was crazier than a mug too at one time. Wasn't sleeping. Well, I still don't sleep, but I wasn't sleeping because I was worried about what somebody said. Nah, now it's about what are you doing? What are you doing to benefit where me and my family live? What are you doing to benefit where you and your family live? It's just like I tell people, for instance, my daughter was at a convention this week in Lansing with groups of youth from all over the state of Michigan. Her roommate was a little girl from a little small town. It's the only town in Michigan that borders Indiana and Illinois. But at any rate, so they were doing like sessions. My daughter said somebody got up from Oakland County and said they don't like gay people. And I said, I bet you, and my daughter was alarmed by it, even though she's not gay. Well, not that I know of, but she was alarmed by it because some of her friends are. And she felt like that was wrong. She jumped on the phone immediately and called me. And I said, well, what happened? She said, the whole room went silent. I said, and that person probably felt real small because nobody agreed with them. And from now on out, for the rest of these 3 days, you just ignore that person. Don't treat them mean. Ignore them. You see them, but you don't see them. You don't have no conversation with people like that because they brain not with this big. For you to get in a room and say that in front of a group of people, even if you do feel that way. And we know some incidents where that's didn't happen before, Rich, where people have stuck their foot in their mouth telling people don't vote for people because of who they go to bed with at night. That's got to be the goofiest SHIT stuff I ever heard in my life.
They be thinking of some crazy reason to support and not support
So
people.
I'm
All
not
personal.
gonna vote for you, Rich, because I don't like who you got in your bedroom. Terrence, I ain't gonna vote for you. Nigga, I ain't vote for you. I don't like who you dating. What kind of crap is that? Or I don't like who you married to.
Who you hang around. I don't like who you put water in the cars with. I don't like who you put food in the cars with.
It's high
We gotta
school.
stop that, y'all.
It's
But
high
listen,
school.
man, we finna get out of here, man, because we done went 52 minutes over our time, but 24 minutes over our time, but that's how things happen.
It ain't no overtime. You
Man,
know what I'm saying?
we already
Ain't no
know the 50
overtime limit on
cents
here,
of our
nigga.
list. Hey,
You can go 2 hours. You want to?
Well, let's talk a little something. Wait, why we got this platform open?
We got to remember we're dealing with people. We're reaching out to people with a short attention span.
Please leave your message.
Go ahead, Jalen. I'm running this show.
If it ain't nobody on here but us, then we still.
Oh no, we get our views. We get our views when the show is over.
Yeah,
with.
we still
I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna make this into 2 shows. Go ahead.
Because I want to talk
Okay.
about something else that's going on here. Most of us don't have blinders on. We woke than a mug, eyes bigger than a mug. We see what's going on. You know, we got Miller Road is nice and smooth, but I coming down Ballinger and Welch, oh my God. I just bought 2 new tires and they said I need 2 more. Okay, come on, Flint. Why is Miller Road done before Ballinger or Clio or Welch?
Please, if you have a pothole problem with your car and you got to have full coverage and you have full coverage insurance, fix your car and turn that receipt into the city of Flint.
Get you a damage
If
claim.
they get enough of those receipts, they'll fix some streets. But you gotta have full coverage. Why is this always something? Why you just can't say I hit a pothole on Flint Street and I need y'all to repay me for fixing my car? Why do you gotta have full coverage insurance in order to get
Because
the car fixed?
it's a way to suppress poor folks. And I'm not just going to say black folks, poor folks. Because something I've learned doing this work, when it comes to them, the powers that be, that 1%, they don't really give a damn what color you are.
It's a money thing.
It's a money thing for them. It's all about money. They look at people as little dollar signs walking around, bobblehead dollar signs. So, of course, how many of us living at or below poverty, or even with, let's say, for instance, I think it was on one of the things that they building some some townhouses or whatever here, and it's supposed to be market value. They saying that if you make $55,000 a year, you should be able to afford one of these $150,000 houses.
There's gonna be more than that after the interest kick in.
Oh, well, anybody know anything about buying a house, you better have you about 10, 20,000, or you ain't gonna be able to close on your house. I don't care if you got excellent credit. They still, unless you get into a program, you still got to go in there at that closing table with some dollars in your pocket. And but that's irrelevant to what I'm trying to say, though. But how many people you know make $55,000 or more? Exactly. Everybody quiet.
There's a lot of 30 and 35,000. Maybe a couple of 40.
The people that I do know that make that or more than that, they not gonna want to live downtown Flint. They in Grand Blanc, they in Fenton, they in Flushing, the people that could afford it. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna get, what are they still called millennials? I don't know what they call now, but you're gonna get these people that can afford it, and it's gonna look like downtown Detroit. You can't get an apartment downtown Detroit for less than $1,500 a month. And that's real small. That's like an efficiency almost. It's a studio apartment that I looked at by Wayne State. 1 bedroom.
We gotta lift our voices.
So we gotta pay attention to stuff, What is that called? What do they call themselves, Rich? I know it's I know the guy
Uptown Development.
No, not Uptown. The ones that's going around sticking these apartments in every little crack and hole.
Community First?
Community First. Don't get me wrong. I think that brother got a good vision. But I think the wrong people done got a hold of him. Because all of this available land here, why they only concentrating on a certain area? They only want, the furthest north they gonna go is Dora Ryder.
That's the attack area.
That's it. That's the furthest north they gonna go is Dora Ryder.
I think they mad. I guess give a shout out to Woodrow Stanley, and Floyd Clack, was Mr. Clack.
All right, you
The
got to
state
give a
rep,
shout out to.
the state rep at the time for putting that university housing together. But we got to remember that wasn't built for us. That was built for the other people. But we all in there.
Well, that was built to make us a college town, which is a good thing in a way. But you can't let gentrification come in and take over. You still got to stand your
We got
ground.
that. We in there. That's
So,
probably 95% black populated now.
so a lot of people was mad that council approved however millions it was to repair the bricks. But you got to think about it from an economic development standpoint. Our downtown, which is back to the bricks and the crim, that's how we eat. If we didn't have those two events in the summer, it'd be a whole lot more businesses shut down in Flint that already are. So that hotel was put down there. It wasn't put down there for us. It was put down there for tourists. It was put down there for where people come from Detroit for the back to the bricks to bring their nice fancy cars down here from the Woodward Cruise. They got a nice place to stay. So I think that the bricks need to be repaired? Yes. I drive downtown. Yes. It's raggedy. Yes. I don't want my car tore up because I got to go pay a water bill or go to a city council meeting. Do I think there are some other things some other streets that money could have been put on to? Yeah. But I also understand politics. Certain money is only allocated for certain things. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So a lot of people, before you get to screaming and hollering, do your homework on why things are happening the way they're happening. But I still don't understand that Miller Road crap. I don't get it. I don't.
They put millions of dollars in Miller Road left and right.
I don't get
Miller Road seems to qualify for everything we get money for. Anytime they
everything.
send some money to Flint, Miller Road qualify for it. A
Everything.
nice chunk of it every time.
And the part of Miller Road they did, they all the way down by Powers. They wasn't on the business section of Miller Road. They trying to appease them people who live in the Miller Road mansions. You know? So the only reason I knew is because I'm in the line trying to get my daughter to school at Powers and like, dang, why is traffic all backed all the way up? 2 miles to drop my kid off. Yeah, they fixing Miller Road. Oh, really?
Again.
So a lot of things we just
That's the area where they say they can drink water out their tap too, ain't it?
That's what Rich Bear said.
Man, fuck that area. Damn, they beat my ass over there. I was on the police chase for years ago and shit. And they got my ass on Miller Road and shit, beat the shit out of me right there. What's that? Eisenhower? What's that school down the street from Powers?
Yep.
Hey, right there. Look, dog hit me so hard. He cracked my goddamn toenails and dragged me all across the pavement. That's when they was just doing the pavement. Matter of fact, before they took me to court, the next morning they had to give me another T-shirt because my T-shirt was full of pavement and blood. You know what I'm saying? They always doing shit over there, man. Yeah, Northside don't get shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you was doing, Terrence, but we just gonna say, at least I'm glad you're still here.
I would tell you what I was doing. I was throwing guns out the window. I ain't want to go back to prison, goddammit.
Well, that's why you got your butt.
Hey, they better be glad they caught me. I was in my slow ass van that day. If I'd have been in my Cadillac or my Magnum, they wouldn't have got me. But I led them motherfuckers. Hey, look, I started on Chevrolet, ended up over there on Miller Road. They beat the shit out of me, though. But anyway, I said that to say this. When they got me over there, they was paving it in. That was back in 2014. You know what I'm saying? They always doing shit for over there, man.
Well,
you know what I mean?
And we can't have this conversation about housing and not mention Councilman Eric Mays and his dad. A lot of folks don't know. If it weren't for Woodrow and Daddy Mays, wouldn't be no Shiloh Commons. Those are some of the nicest
Yeah, but that's what Eric
townhouses.
told me. Yup, that's what he told me too.
They are some of the nicest townhouses, and they solid. I know people that live there. You can't hear the neighbors. Like some of these places, you paying $1,000 for, and you can hear the neighbors' conversation, or you can hear what they watching on TV. They was built solid, and your garage is in your house. So
Solid.
Now
Solid.
I don't know who.
been there. I done been there.
Yeah, I don't know who managing it now, but Richard tell you they was tight out there. Your kids better not be outside.
I know who managing it now.
Hey, listen, when Shiloh Commons came, that was the place to be. That on the north side, man. Like you said, you got your garage built into your house. You got 2 bathrooms in there. It's one of the nice, right in the middle of the north
bathrooms.
side. Look, that's where you want to be at. You want
room in your house.
Yeah, that was one of the nicest projects ever on the north side. It's
the nicest. Ain't no one is the nicest.
You saying right now?
I don't know nothing else.
They done tore them up. They done tore that shit up now.
Nah, Shiloh not tore up.
They still on point, team money.
Shiloh clean.
Oh, okay.
I'll ride by there tomorrow and go live. Shiloh clean. You don't see no trash. Unlike Sunridge and a lot of places, that trash gonna be done. That they gonna make sure that the salt is down.
That joint they built down there to replace Oakview, nice too though. Right there on the corner, in the curve on Detroit Street. That's a nice little spot down there too though.
Where?
Right there in the curve on MLK. Oakview. Remember where Oakview used to be at? Smokeview.
Back
in the day. Hey, we used to call it Smokeview.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
That's Eric May. That's First Ward. Of course you don't know that.
That's the First Ward. Yeah, absolutely.
Shiloh Apartments right up the street from me.
Yeah, but they nice. But they only got one. They nice. They nice, but they only got 1 car garage.
Yeah, the other
got a 2 in it. That's bigger than a 2-car garage. Cause 2 cars can fit in there, and you could still be in there kicking it. We done had many parties in them garages.
Right.
Hey, me and Rich at the beginning of the water crisis, we said we was gonna get us a spot out there and make it the Honeycomb Hideout just for us. We was gonna have our own bachelorette pad. Boy, we had all kinds of ideas for Shiloh until we found out they ain't buying that out there. You will not be out there partying like a rock star. That lady said you better, if your kids outside, you better be outside with them. Or you get brought up.
The only problem I had with them is that they took their basketball rim down.
They had to.
Wasn't nobody watching the kids.
The neighborhood. It ain't nobody gonna watch the kids.
Wasn't nobody watching the kids.
But they had to, because Ray mama that live on the other end of Buick don't know where Ray is. Ray over there playing basketball, tearing down the net. So yeah, they had to.
And they, basketball court bring hangers on it. That's why I love working at Burston. It was not for the kids that were playing basketball, but it was for the kids that was off the street, that's sitting on, running around the building, giving me, hey kid, don't do that. That's why I want Burston open up to the public. That's why I want top of the line game rooms in our community centers, not for the athletes. We know I like them. I don't have nothing against them, but hell, we got way more non-athletes than we have athletes, and we just need to face that and embrace it.
It's a sad day though, because it's been enough pro. Do you realize? I think we number 1 or number 2 as far as pushing our pro athletes in the United States of America. Last I checked, we might be number 2 now, but at one
Per
point,
capita, we should be number 1.
I know for a minute we was number 1. And that's a sad day in Flint that we got all of these retired professional athletes and we don't have a decent rec center.
Well,
it should be modeled after the Joe Dumars Rec Center. It should be open 24 hours a day. Remember when we used to leave the Copa and go to U of M and watch y'all play basketball for 3-4 hours? We wasn't getting in no trouble because we in that gym. Jody, everybody, all the Doughboys off the streets at least for 5 hours because they had U of M balling. Now, they might have been gambling on the games.
Shout out to Chopper Jody and Moon.
Yeah.
Andre Wiley, what they here for, boy?
Man, them was the days. For real. So, you know what I'm saying? And them cats still around. Yeah, Moon working. Moon got a nice job. Moon still Moon.
Hey, shout out to Fat Me Greasy off Dayton Street. Shout out to Stutter the Tide, Big Tide, Mayberry off Baker Street. Shout out to what we got? Who we got? It's a Big Skip and all them niggas down there.
Man, got it.
Who else? Who else we got?
Doing good too. Big Tide working, married, family.
Hey, shout out to all them, man. That was, you know what I'm saying? That was the original niggas from down that way. You know what I mean? Shout out to all them, man.
If you would walk in U of M on a Friday or Saturday night, you saw Dave, Ma, everybody, Gordon Struck, even people wasn't playing. Like I said, the girls was just there because y'all was there.
Or you can catch them at the Copa.
Catch them at the Copa. We leave the Copa and you walk right on to U of M if you ain't have no car.
Everybody at the Copa. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker. Then the Copa fucked the game up when they put the narcos on the door, man. You was just running from this motherfucker. Then you go to the club. His same police you were just running from is at the front door.
They working.
They you know what I'm saying? They moonlighting and shit.
They moonlighting.
You was just running from this motherfucker. Now you try to walk right past the same motherfucker you just dipped on.
We gotta give a special shout out to Ray Furlow, Big Cheese, the Furlow family, because Big Cheese got a vision from him being out there in DC kicking it with his brother and them. He came back and brought something to Flint that Flint had never seen and it ain't been able to be duplicated.
And they chased them out and they chased us out of there downtown area.
Well, I know a little more to the story. Cheese never bought the building. That's what his first mistake was. He never bought the building. He was renting the building from that guy. And I want to say the guy got AIDS and got sick or whatever. Because remember, the Copa used to be the hottest gay club in Flint. And that guy rented that club.
Yeah, Jenna, people don't even know that the Copa was all that downtown, all that shit right there, that joint across the street, that was all gay and college shit.
It wasn't
college kids. That was all college kids and gay nights. That's all that was down there. That's all it was.
Downtown Flint used to be jumping.
But niggas turned that into what they turned it into. Niggas start going down there, and then the Copa became legendary. You know what I'm saying?
It became legendary.
Yeah.
And if you remember, this how you know the guy still owned it. Because no matter what, every night after the club was over, they was still gonna play that white song at the Copacabana. Every night, I don't care if the drop concert's just in, you still gotta hear this dumbass song as you walking out the building.
That's what I was gonna ask you. If Cheese wanted to buy the Copa, could he have bought it? Would have allowed him to buy it? That's
the question, Rich. Was they gonna allow him to buy it? You know what I'm saying?
I'm old and my brain ain't really what it used to be, but I was around back then, and I want to say the guy tried to offer it to Cheese. Don't quote me on this. So anybody know Cheese or Gordon might want to fact check me. But
we gonna do an interview with him.
Yeah, I want to say that they offered it to him, but at the time, I don't know if it was the liquor. It was something to it why he didn't buy it.
Right, the liquor license. And
It probably was.
you know they probably wasn't gonna sell them. You know that they wasn't gonna give Cheese no liquor license.
Or what they did probably was inflate the price so much, something that they knew he wouldn't be
He
able
couldn't
to
afford
obtain.
it.
Because
And
don't
then
get
you
me,
gotta add the liquor license with that. The liquor license definitely played a part in that.
yeah. I mean, I tell people when I
And I
travel
don't
and
know, and
speak,
I don't know nothing about it, but
hey,
you know from your family experience in liquor license
exactly. I say,
that
y'all,
they
anybody who know
wasn't
my
giving that
story,
man no. The liquor license played a
yeah.
factor in that.
Well, it's the same thing Uncle Larry going through with his building, you know. So I'm gonna just say that she should have bought the building in the beginning before the guy got sick and other people start putting their hands in the pan. So I think if once she saw it was successful that first year, I don't know. Cheese a smart guy. He might have tried to buy it from the guy, and the guy
That
wouldn't
liquor
sell it to
license,
him.
man, I'm trying to tell you
Yeah.
that liquor license has something to do with it, man. I promise y'all. I
But that's
promise
a
y'all.
good show to
When
have
we
and have Cheese and them on here and talk about what
definitely
happened with
gonna do
that.
that. Definitely
Because
gonna call him tomorrow.
Because for real, if you think about it, back then, enough people had money to put in and make sure that Cheese could lock that
There
down.
you got that crab in the bucket scenario.
Yeah,
That
and
was
you know,
that was
look,
in Flint
look,
then too. It's just not as bad as it is now.
look what's at that corner now.
TV5 News.
Yeah. So you know, look what's at that corner now. It's basically some grass and news.
TV5 News took over that. Took over our man.
Now
Hey,
somebody just opened a new club downtown, and I gotta check it out and give a review on it. So let's see. Cause I heard it's supposed to be real nice. We might have some competition for the Copa now, but I haven't seen anything that could even
but
step next to
but the
what Cheese
violence.
did with that.
And then let me say something about that. I don't. I was a bad boy, and I hung around bad men. We wasn't doing no dirt going
No,
down to the Copa. And
no.
in fact, to be honest, if it was a scrap, it was women fighting
I was gonna say most of the fights was outside in front, and it would be
and
women.
women and
But
women. We didn't. And that's when you had your top dogs, your Undertakers, your BBIs, your gamblers,
shout out to all of
all,
them. Every time I
all
see
kinds,
any of them,
all kinds of games. And
shout
we
out to
wasn't
all of
doing it
them
No,
was
though.
no,
women
hell no.
downtown.
No, Rich, that wasn't that era. Hell
That
no.
was before. That was after
That was
the Top
afterwards,
Dog.
nigga.
We
That was
was
like the start of the
listen,
90s,
Top
nigga.
Dogs
listen.
was Rolettes.
Top Dogs
But
was
you
in
got
the
but you
80s.
gotta
Top
remember.
Dogs was in the 80s.
But listen,
That was
we
the 90s.
still freakers that building.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those same people in those games and those same attitudes, because most of our attitudes didn't change until they served their prison time.
Well, let me put this out here,
We
cause y'all
wasn't do and the new wannabes, they wasn't down there causing havoc.
y'all a little older than me, so let me put this out there, cause this is something that I ask all the time. What happened? We sitting here talking about how we grew up. I'll be 49 in about 2 weeks. We talking about how we grew up, and I just so happen to have a really good memory. A lot of this stuff with Top Dogs, and I was 4 and 5 years old. I was kindergarten, first grade. I was going to Pierce. But I had older cousins that hung with them, lived next door to them, and stuff like that. So, but what happened? We sitting here talking about how awesome of a childhood we had. We got some OGs that's in their 50s, early 60s. What the hell happened to their kids and grandkids? Why do we
Talking
got
like
clowns? I just took my mom some medicine and I'm on Flushing Road. I'm going like the speed limit, what, 35 on Flushing? I'm going like 37. This little young dude, I guess I wasn't going fast enough. In one of them dang on Dodges, I ain't gonna say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. He come from behind me, vroom, 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 flying down the turning lane. He didn't just go around me. I'm going too slow. I guess everybody else going too slow. To hell with that. He just gonna go up the turning lane doing like 80. All I saw was rocks and dust and shit.
They changed the rules. The rules went from 2 miles an hour so everybody sees you. Super speed so they don't know what kind of
Man,
car
we
you
used to ride
drive.
around Flint
You
going
don't
so
even these
slow.
cars going so fast you don't even know what color they is.
We had fast cars, but we wasn't dogging them out.
We
The
was
only
2 miles an hour.
The only cars you drove like that back then was fiend cars. You wasn't driving your car like that.
2 miles an hour.
Man, leaning so
cruising.
far
I
down,
know
all
me.
you see is the top of your head.
Man,
Shout
I
out to
have
the
a
dope.
hard time
Shout
getting
out
on
to
the
the dope
highway
fiend
now. I was a
cars.
cruiser.
Shout
I was
out,
a big
hey,
body cruiser.
hey, shout out to the dope fiend rims.
There's correct. But I'm telling the truth, ain't it? Did nobody do their car like that?
No,
I'm gonna
hell
go.
no, you ain't dogging your car, your mama car. You dog them dope fiend cars up.
I'm finna take this dope fiend car, teach my little sister how to drive in it, all types of shit.
Hey, hold up. Shout out to Greg Jones. I remember my cousin. Look, I remember my cousin Greg, right? You remember the security guard up at Choice? Greg is always running his car and shit. That motherfucker, he's always running shit. It was an escort, I think. He's always had that motherfucking car,
The
Man,
man.
y'all was
way
bad.
the way
Y'all was
escort.
bad.
Yeah.
Y'all was selling to the educators. Y'all was bad. Y'all was bad. I'm just gonna
Shout
be
out to
honest.
Greg
I ain't
Jones,
gonna
man.
sugarcoat that. Y'all was bad.
Man,
Y'all was bad.
that Greg. But I got off subject. But yeah, I really was talking about, what happened. I'm looking at even me. I look at some of my nieces and nephews. They so disrespectful and they so angry. And I'm like, what the hell is you so angry about? And why are you so disrespectful? You've been taken care of.
Society.
You ain't have to cut no grass every 5 minutes like we did. You ain't have to walk to school
Gina,
because your mama didn't have no car.
Hold on. Let me cut in for a minute. Think about this. Roots versus Snowfall.
For real.
Roots versus Snowfall. What the hell?
Yeah.
The movie Roots
Yeah.
versus
I
the
know
movie
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's comparing apples to oranges. That ain't the same.
No. That's what we got now. Apples to oranges. We
Oh,
got
okay.
people that were resistant and ready to stand up and march and tear it up as a unit, to all of these individual terrorists running around our city.
I just don't
No
understand what happened.
Superfly. We're
I really don't.
highlighting. We're listen to the music.
You know what happened, Gina? The goddamn internet happened.
Yeah.
The social media happened, man. Like my son. My son's 7 years old, right? Man,
Mm.
ever since the motherfucking, well, not the first day. Well, I just say ever since he turned a year old, he been had that cell phone in his hand. Man, they chipped, man.
Yep, you
He
right.
don't even
You
watch.
right.
Look, he don't even watch regular TV. He watch
Nope.
YouTube. He don't watch
Nope.
regular TV. That should be making me mad as hell. He
You
be,
right.
let me put it on YouTube, Dad. That's all he watches, fucking YouTube, man. This generation, they don't know nothing about no Saturday morning cartoons. You know what I'm
ABC
saying?
Schoolhouse
They don't
Rock.
know nothing about that shit, man.
They don't know nothing. Man, listen. They wouldn't put our rap songs on the radio because we was like F the Police. This is your brain on drugs. Crack killed Apple. Man, we was
Oh
trying to
man.
tell people to get their life together, and now they giving Grammys because they pimps. And
Shout out,
the number one song around, man, it hurt me so
shout out
bad
to
when the number
shout
one
out
song.
to my homie Kelsey Allen. Oh my goodness. That dude, he was the first one to have that NWA tape that morning. I don't know. He must have broke in Nick's house or something and got that motherfucker. He got Kelsey pulled up in that
T-Tans, you got
Trans
my
Am.
sister cousin.
Man, Kelsey pulled up in that Trans Am.
That's my
I want to
baby.
say it was him and it was Lil Willie. Willie was with him. Man, they pulled up at Central that morning. Now these niggas ain't going to school. But they there when the bus get there. They already there. Parked in front of Central. Boom, boom. All you see is them doing it. I'll give them a shout out. They taught me the game. So from that point on, since my granddaddy knew Nick, man, we in Nick's that night. Nick said, you help open the boxes, you can have one. I'm going to help open and set them up where you want them. So that's how I got my first I had New Edition first. I had Run DMC first. I had all that shit first. But shout out to Nick's tapes. Yeah, I wanted to get that little tidbit on Kelsey.
Hard times are coming to your town, so stay awake. Dumb man, they didn't want us hearing that music.
I had a bus driver.
Man, look, listen, Gina.
Huh?
Look. What was your admiration when you was in high school? What was your admiration to be versus what? Now you got all these girls want to grow up to be strippers and turning around, taking pictures with their butt all in the camera.
Wasn't that wrong with strippers? Nigga, I lived in a titty bar, nigga.
No.
What are you talking about?
That's why I'm putting it out there to y'all as men now.
It ain't what you do. Look, it ain't what you do. It's how you do it.
How you do it.
That's right.
No. But Rich, that's why I put it out there. But let me say this about a stripper. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you something about a stripper because I know a lot of them. Most of them smart as hell. Secondly, most of them they doing it because they ain't got no guidance, and they yearning for the attention. They yearning for something. And that's the best way. If you a thrill seeker and attention grabber, that's the best rush you can get is to get up on that stage where you outside, niggas don't look at you, don't pay you no attention. You get on that stage, they drooling, they dreaming about you, and they giving you their whole GM check. So I don't talk down on the strippers.
Me neither. I'm not talking down.
But what I don't like is once they come out that life, they don't leave that stripper mentality back there. And they try to use that stripper mentality over here on this side with us green civilians. And that would be pissing me off now. I ain't about that. I'll check a whole stripper, ex-whole stripper in a minute about that. You take that old slick shit back over there to Club Onyx. What was the one I spent all my money in Miami? But anyways, yeah, you take that mentality on back over there. Yeah, that part. So, yeah, in my other life, my ex, he had a gold card, a black card for all of the titty bars in Detroit. So I done got to freak with all of them. Then we went to Miami. I guess it's like having a card at the casino. You're known everywhere. This little black card got us in Ace of Dime, get you anywhere you want to go, and you're going to get VIP service. That's how these niggas was tricking so hard. So, but anyway, we was growing up. I saw people
Hey, Jen.
Huh?
Hey, Jen, this is a PG channel. We can't use that word tricking on here.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
But I grew up. We saw people we saw people like Daryl Campbell and all of them. We was like, oh, they the bad guys. We weren't trying to grow up to be like them.
Hey, Gina, remember words like truck chasers, sack chasers, what was that other shit? Sack chasing boots. Man.
Oh, man.
The big dolphin earrings. The big dolphin earrings with the bobs.
So our next show, I want to do this next show with Gordon Strosian. Because, boy, I think Gordon called me and
Come on, Gordon. Yeah, go send Gordon an invite out for the next show. Come on in, Gordon.
I'm going to call Gordon tonight. We're going to put Gordon on the next show. Because he swear he the representative for men. So he loved Kevin Samuels. And, boy, that Gordon is so hard on those women. But yeah, I think we need Gordon on here to talk about some of that stuff y'all talking about. He will enlighten you.
Shout out to Gordon.
But yeah, we grew up. We knew who the bad guys were, but we wasn't growing up trying to be like them. Hey,
watch your mouth. No, I did. I wanted to be like Juice.
I
want to be like Juice.
Nah, let me tell you who I wanted to be like when I was growing up. It used to be a black lady work for Channel 12 News. Her name was Liz Daly. That was the most pretty lady to me. She looked like Jane Kennedy and Diana Ross if they had a baby together. I wanted to be on the news so I could be pretty like Liz Daly. I would love to know where she is now. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. My aunt was a pharmacist. But before she became a pharmacist, she was going to FAMU. And I went down there to FAMU homecoming to visit her. And I was like, oh, hey, shit, this one, I want to go to college. She was dating a baseball player, played for the Toronto, whatever the baseball. So I was
Blue
like,
Jays.
I wanted to come up like that. My aunt came home for spring break. This dude then brought her a sock. Sack chasing, that's a whole nother level of sack chasing. We ain't talking about going to Roglins no more.
They don't know nothing about them sobs. Them sobs was the shit.
About that kind of sack chasing. Hey, we ain't going to Roglins or Man Alive.
Hey, you know what the shit was? A sob or a Jetta. Remember a Jetta?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, that was the shit. Them was the cars, man.
Oh, nah. When you get Gordon them out here, ask them about them Honda Supers. Woo! All the dope boys in the D was rolling them Honda Supers in the 80s.
Yeah.
I gotta check out of here. My grandson woke up. Y'all know my voice is crazy.
Hey, man. Hey, Jenny, we enjoyed you, man. We're going to do this again. We're going to have your boy. Make sure you reach out to your boy.
Hey, listen. You got to go live on Facebook tomorrow. I got to go live on Facebook tomorrow. And Terrence, we got to get with you and do another show tomorrow. We got to try to get the buses packed on Tuesday.
Hey, not only get the buses packed on Tuesday, we want to make it where these buses packed every time. Like I said, I used to have a Rolodex. Let's start that. If you want to be a part of what's going on, if you want to be a part of what's going on, making a change, I don't care if you don't like Eric Mays and you don't like this and that. We ain't even got to talk about Eric Mays. Does anybody know with me, what I do when I come to the event, I'm coming there to put in work. That's right. We ain't doing that. We just there to get a job done. So don't think because who I vote for, you can't get on the bus with us. You more than welcome to get on the bus, regardless who you voted for. You gonna eat with us, you gonna kick it with us, and then you gonna send you back home so you can vote for who you want to vote for.
Hey, together we stand, Flint, divided we fall, man. Y'all heard it right here on Flint After Dark.
Another Flint, our fan Rock Diva. We got talent, y'all.
We gotta take it back. We gotta take the city back. Paralyzed by falling dreams, we self-medicating. Bottle water solutions. The kids have no vision. They taking all the schools away, but they steady making feelings. But we gon' make it all the way, because we kicking in the building. Take it back. We gotta take it back. We gotta take the hood back. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. We gotta take it back. We gotta take the city back. When you're under pressure, city demons can take your mind like no other. Hey, you gotta have control, even when it's hard. You're all on your own. Hey. All up in your city, product of your environment, and the city about got the bedrock diva on this track, yeah. It's city demons in my city, yes indeed it is. Got the crabs in the buckets and the haters working every day. It's systematic shit, we gon' make it anyway.
Yo, this Flint in Review. Virginia Lester, Rich Jones. We out this bitch. Peace.
Ray, you gone crazy. You are now tapped in with the most realist and controversial show on the net. Flint After Dark Podcast. We speak for the streets. We speak for the streets. Yeah. You are now tapped in with the most realist and controversial show on the net. Flint After Dark Podcast. We speak for the streets.